Right, the reason I'm marching today is because I'm sick of the way the owner treats the club, like changing the ground's name, other things, Shearer's Bar, the lack of investment in a team, you know, not backing the manager, the idiots that he's appointed. You know, we've had Dennis Wise, we've had Joe Kinnear twice, a manager that took us down. Whatever run you want to say it, he took us down. 25 games, 3 wins I think it was. It's not good enough. Why bring his cronies back in? Either have some ambition, that's what I want. He either changes, or if he's not happy with it, sell up and get out. Go and do something else, but don't take this club, this great club that's had ambition in the FA Cup, you know, and now we're not interested in it. We've got not a priority. The likes of Milburn and them would turn in a grave hearing that. You know, even the great Sir Bobby Robson would have something to say if he was alive today. Would have something to say about the way this club's been run.
I stopped going to the club the season we got relegated. I vowed then that I'd never put another penny into Ashley's pocket. I realise that there's plenty of fans that will take my place, but I applaud Graham for what he's done today, bringing these fans together. People say, what's the point in going on a march with only maybe, I don't know, 500 or 600 people? But this is, to me, this is a start, should be the start of the ultimate aim of either getting Ashley to change his ways, start treating the supporters with respect. Any bloke who's prepared to rip the name off the stadium that's been there 100 odd years doesn't deserve any respect from me. Until he starts treating the fans with respect, we've got a campaign to either get him to change or get him out of a club. That's why I'm here today. I've went to that ground for 44 years, whatever, and I'll never set foot in the stadium again as long as he's the owner. And unfortunately there is people who will take my place, but hopefully this movement will take off and we can eventually achieve our aim and get them out of the club.
For me, football is about community, bringing people together, having one common goal that people want. But since Ashley took over, I think that's been broken. People aren't allowed to support the way they want to support. They're not allowed to be passionate. They're not even allowed to sing. He's got to go. He's crushing the city. We were slated by his Joe Kinnear, and he did nothing about it. He's got to go.
Hi, I'm Robbie. I've been supporting the club since I was about 7, and today I'm just looking to get Mike Ashley out of in charge of Newcastle so we can get some more passion inside the club so we can spend money. I want to stop setting for mid-table mediocrity so we can get some good players in, so we can get more status as a club. We shouldn't have to be fighting with lower clubs for players, and I don't think it's fair that my generation's had to have Mike Ashley in all their life and not have any sort of connection with the glory days or anything like that.
Hi, well, I'm Norman Watson. I'm chairman of the Supporters Trust. The obvious reason we're on the march today is we feel Ashley's just taking the club for a ride. It's more or less nothing more than a marketing exercise for his own company. This is a proud city with a fantastic football team with a grand tradition, and we must now fight to get it back and to run it and control it for ourselves and for the region. That's where we're standing from. That's why I'm here today.
Change Committee formed just 5 weeks ago. It was a small group of men and women who belonged to various internet groups, many of whom have never previously met. We decided to organise a march, and a protest march at that. People scoffed, said we couldn't do it, said it was a waste of time. Since when is standing up for what is right been a waste of time, I tell you? When everyone dismissed and degraded the Liverpool fans after the Hillsborough disaster, they stuck together, and eventually, after 24 years, they are being proven correct. Lies and deceit will never prosper and will always be outed. I know there's some Liverpool fans here today. Good on you. The Spirit of Shankly, by the way, have been supportive of this. Thankfully, our club hasn't got 96 deaths on its hands. But we've got one big problem.
Mike Ashley!
It's Mike Ashley, yes.
Ashley out! We want Ashley out! We want Ashley out! We want Ashley out!
6 years we've had him. 6 years we've had him. In that time we've had 1 relegation, 6 managers, and one top 10 finish. Is that worthy of a club with the 3rd largest support in the country?
No!
The 10th largest crowds in Europe?
No!
The 20th richest club in the world?
No!
Exactly!
We want Ashley out! We want Ashley out! We want Ashley out! We want Ashley out!
Not one Newcastle fan I've ever met demands success, but we demand respect and the desire for the club to compete and strive to fulfil its potential. That is the very essence of sport itself. Mike Ashley has given none of you that. None. We are now told that the club, whose impressive history was built around cup tradition, now no longer targets cup success, just mid-table mediocrity, whilst the owner collects your money. It's another disgrace. This regime knows no bounds to its arrogance. The stadium name change alone was enough to prove that. NUFC is a brand in itself, and a great brand. It deserves better than to be sidelined so that a sweatshop owner can peddle his cheap sports brand worldwide, and it's for free. Today's march should just be the start of a concerted effort to change the whole direction of the club, for undoubtedly it is in decline. The Newcastle Supporters Trust and every fanzine has given this march their approval, and we have achieved messages of support and solidarity from fans worldwide. But we need more people to come forward and contribute to this cause. Every fan must do their bit, and it will involve making some sacrifices. You'll have to consider more carefully how you spend your money and how that behaviour contributes to and exacerbates the problems that you complain about. Think about where you put your money. The time now is to be proactive, because sitting back and doing nothing is spreading the cancer at this club, and the cancer is getting larger by every week when people stand by and do nothing.
We want Ashley out! We want Ashley out! We want Ashley out!
A framework exists for fans to build upon and take inspiration from other groups, like Liverpool Spirit of Shankly, but we have to mould our own strategy, and everyone has to get involved for our own club. No one will do it for you. Today, we've done nothing more than make a symbolic gesture, but I hope this starts a movement towards regaining our own self-respect and fighting for the greater good of the club we all profess to love. Get yourselves to the game today, wave your hangies at the start, and make it a great atmosphere, and be proud that you were here today at the very start of something. And you can be the first to say, enough is enough, it's time for